Welcome back to the channel. William here with East Mesa Urban Homestead. So we're going to do a little bit of a garden update here and do a little bit of work. Alright, so I have my irrigation line in here, and you know, it looks alright, but it's not getting enough water. The pressure all the way down to here comes down to pretty much nothing. These two emitters down here on these lines right here, they're putting out some good flow, but as we get down closer to here, it reduces down to just a trickle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right here, plug it. I'm going to dig down into here, into the dirt, and tap these lines directly into the half-inch line that's buried underneath here. It's only probably about 5 or 6 inches down, and then this is going to give all of these plants the full flow that they need. So I watered by hand yesterday, only because most of it's not getting watered. So that's what we're going to do right now, and then we're going to do get a closer look at these plants. Okay, so I got the first hole dug here, and I'm just going to put on one of these little cap things that, well, not a cap, but it's a little plug that goes in here, like so. Oop. Where did it go? Nobody knows. Alright. So this is going to go on the end right here, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little tool here and reach down inside the hole and put a little hole in there, plug it. There we go. We got success. So that's what I'm going to be doing on all these right here. I'm going to do one here, do one there, do one over there. Okay, so I got everything plugged up here. Everything's cut the way it should be. Got the end down there. I had to cut off a little bit of a line down there to put on this one right here. But everything's been plugged into the main line down there. I'm going to leave it uncovered for right now. That way when I go turn the water on here in a minute, I can check to make sure there's no leaks, and I can also adjust all these emitters. So once that's complete, then what I'll do is I'll come back and backfill and kind of uncover a couple of these plants that got covered up here with some of the dirt. But looks good, so let's get to turning the water on.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so everything's looking good here. It's putting out like I wanted it to, because these over here on this side right here were just barely trickling out before. So everything looks good in there. Let me go look in these holes real quick, and they look pretty good as well. So let's go ahead and cover these back up. carrots got covered up there. Alright, so let's get all that pulled back over here, bud. There you go. Alright, so we're getting all the stuff covered back up and uncovered. That radish right there got covered up a little bit. Alright.
I got a good idea, Daddy.
What's that, Pops?
After you do that, I will flatten it.
Well, I think it's good, don't you?
I'm going to flatten it.
Okay, that's fine. Don't compress it too far down though, okay? It doesn't need to be compressed. Alright, so we're looking good here. I'm happy with this. Alright, let's take a look closer at these plants. Alright, so I turned the water off. I have it set right now for 15 minutes only because I was having to, adjust this or whatever, but everything looks really good. I'll reduce that time significantly and probably do about twice a day with the water. So I wanted to show you, sorry for the shadow here, but so here's one of my jalapeno plants here. The sun's getting really bright on there, but it's got a flower starting right there. This one right here, it's got 2 flowers starting on it. Tomatoes are looking pretty good here. More jalapeno there, jalapeno. Tomato right there, but they're looking pretty good. And they're still small. Again, I think I started way too late in the game for the year, but anyway, I'm happy with it. I got a couple broccoli here that stayed with me here. Got a stray onion there, almost dropped a seed there. Got another broccoli right here that's just barely hanging on there. So, I don't know if you remember, but I told you I was doing like a little bit of an experiment here with that freeze cloth that I had over the top of this area right here. But I think it did work really well because all of this was covered. However, the front up there was not as covered as back here because it was open. But look at the difference between the plants. Okay, these are radishes right here, and they look 100 times better than the ones up front or the ones over here. So I think that covering these up initially had a lot of beneficial aspects to it. I'm not sure why, but it did work out pretty well. Even the so this is I believe this is a tomatilla, and that right there is a tomatilla, I believe, as well. Is these were the tomatoes that I got mixed up. So these are actually looking pretty good here. To bring this one up a little bit more, but they are starting to grow, and I see on here, so actually I think I'm mistaken here. So that plant over there, the ones that I told you were jalapenos, they're not. Those are tomato plants. These right here are the jalapenos. So these are all tomatoes right here, and they're starting to flower. They're starting to get some stuff growing on there. I think they're too small right now for them to be doing that, but they are. I don't think they're supported enough. Anyway, regardless, my little experiment that I said I was doing actually worked pretty well. As far as my strawberries go here, well, they're not doing much, but they're not doing any worse. They're just there. They're not growing very well as far as getting bigger or whatever. But they're not doing any worse for their wear. So anyway, onions, garlic doing really well, and I'm pretty happy with it. We'll see what happens here in another month or so. So until next time, I'm out here.